What is up, everybody? This is the Wax Man coming to you from the Wax Cave in Orlando, Florida. And yes, we are going to start the video at this point. Why? Because my wife, I love her, needed me. And I had to stop the video. And I do it on my phone, so we haven't missed much yet, guys. We've got the cover card. We're going to open the pack because it's the 92 edition Series 2. And we're just going to restart since we didn't really get that far. See what kind of interesting cards we can find in here today. The Shields, this Bystrom was tore up. Lazorko, Machado. So it's a little bit different type of intro. So yes, went fishing yesterday like I had said I was going to do. My son and I, there's a nice Jose. He's very yellow right there. And look at that, Dave Justice. Awesome, awesome. So we got a couple of good cards. And we ended up catching about 3 hours, I guess we went out. We were tired. Honestly, you get tired sometimes when you go fishing. The heat was 95. I can't imagine. I don't even really know what the heat index was. I wasn't paying any attention to that. And oh, look at this Chris Brown 87 leaf, nice. And Denny Martinez All-Star. And we ended up catching 15 bass and a warmouth. The largest bass we caught was 18.5 inches. Oh my, here is we got some older cards again in here, guys. Look at this. Gary Nolan. I already know I have this card, but that is so cool to pull them. Rodoniez, Gullickson. Here's Jankowski, 234. So we got some newer cards mixed in here. This was, again, October, which was in the first little snippet of video I did. So this was October 2019, so sometime after that. McCarthy, Miller. There's a nice little gold Scott Rowland. And let's see here. Interesting how more of these are flipped backwards. I always still try to go by how they are showing on the fronts of the boxes to the backs, even when I separate them. So let's see, Fryman, Embry, Bell, Young. Here's a nice Rick Sutcliffe from 2000. Wow, it's a traded. That's even better. I don't really have too many of these tradeds because back then I was too young to be trying to buy get the tradeds. So this is kind of cool. This is a special card. I like that 82 traded because they're like a greenback if I remember correctly. Oh, look at this! Come on, guys. Seriously. That sucks. I may have to. Well, they're probably not open, so I'll have to wait till we get back to some snippet of a normalcy. Benny Santiago, nice. Not too bad a player. Shumpert. Cardinals. Here isn't different. There's a Mark McGwire. Classic 1991 Mark McGwire. Not too shabby. No, don't have one of these, so that's cool. Let's see, Dan Wilson. And Upper Decks, Joe Klink. Okay. Lusader, Donnie Moore, Delineal Shields, rated rookie. That's cool. This is a Rick Sutcliffe that's probably not traded. Remember, he was traded here to the Indians that year, and see, it was 81, so it was an 82 tops traded. He had a 2.96 ERA. See, he led the league that year. He ended up with 1,252 strikeouts. But look at his record. It's not bad. 117.92. That really is a very good record compared to how many, pitchers come into the league and they fail. So he definitely had a better record than the average person, and even led the league with wins one year. If you notice the 18 that one year. Okay, so these are, interestingly, so many in just a different direction than I expected these to be, but I really did pull them out this way. So Billy Bean, the original, the guy from Billy Bean Ball from Oakland A's. Yeah, we're gonna highlight him. Why not? Landreau. Look, it's an 82 Scott. This is the normal back green like we were talking about. Here's Rudy Law. Here's a 1981 Toronto Blue Jays. That is nice. Pat Sheridan, Tom Nieto, Kent Urbeck, Walt Terrell, Quintana. These are those Stadium Club. These are really nice cards from back then. These also were more expensive. Okay, so let's see here. Hurst, there's the Goose. And look at that Dave Winfield. It's a pretty nice Winfield for 87. Mike Armstrong, Ron Hassey, Bob Green. Lee Smith, and here is, look at this, a 1980 Dave Goltz. It's in really nice shape for 1980. Man, again, we got some really nice cards. It's just weird. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. We got some really old cards in here again. This is crazy. This is really cool to find some of these. And here again, it's interesting. This time it's not doubled up. They're doubled up, but they're not. They are two separate checklists, so that is awesome. But look at this Bob Watson. First base. He was a feared first baseman back in his day. And then look at this. That's a 78, and this is a 1976 Ken Coble. That is crazy, guys. Look at that. That is crazy. We got some crazy cards. We're deep enough to know that we don't have an auto, so we finally broke our streak. Dan Quisenberry, but it's kind of cool. It's a nice gold card there for Topps. Is that the 2002? No, this is a 98. Nice. So we're not going to get an auto in here. That's okay. Can't have an auto in every box, guys. There's an 83s. Don Sutton. Look at them ears. Stanley, Backman, Larde, Myers, Lawless, Moyer, McNamara, Mark Wohlers. Wow, that was a really good prospect back the day for the A's. I mean the Braves. He was 26 and 14 at this point, and had 323 strikeouts. He was a decent enough pitcher. There's a couple more 83s. Steve Howe, Juan Eichelberger. That's kind of cool to get some of these cards. And then we're going to open this 92 Leaf Series 2, just because it's so different than the rest of the stuff. And then we're going to be looking for different versions, different stuff that they might have gold metallic ink, featuring gold foil. Let's see if we can't pull one of those specialty cards this time. We do have something in there, an insert. So here's Jesse Orosco, the Brewers. Bowen, Weiss, Carter, Lestache, Chris Gwynn, Tony Gwynn's brother. There's a nice Dave Justice. And there's one of those gold we were talking about of Carl Willis. So this is a special insert. Gold edition. So we did get a nice one there. Hollins, Grissom, Bodeker, Martinez, Todd Zeal, Wally Joyner, Kruder, and Gilkey. So not bad, guy. I'm no auto, but that's okay. But this is still a pretty decent box. We've got the insert. We were able to pull one of those gold Leafs. A nice Dave Justice card. And if you notice here, this is right around the beginning of his career. See? 89, 90, 91. So they kept sending him down. So he hit 235, sent back to Richmond, came up, hit 282, sent them back, and then here's 275. So let's see here. Home runs, 12. Oh, those are hits. 1, 28, 21. And they still sent him down, and he had 28 home runs in 1990 and 21. So he really is pretty good. We all know that, though. That's a nice Dave Justice to get in early years. And then this this is a 1976. And look at this. The New York Yankees homered in 25 consecutive games in 1941. I always like these older cards. I had some nice little things on there. This is kind of cool to get. Hard to get. It's got a little ding, but it's still in really good shape. Bob Watson, he's again just some minor damage, for the year. It's not that bad. It's a 77. Bob Watson, so I'm going to sit here corrected. I said 78 earlier. And Bob was the most valuable Astro of 1975. If you look at his numbers, he was batting 324, 313. His average was 301. Like I said, this guy was feared when he came to the plate. This is just a nice 1980. And then Billy Bean, Delineo the Shields rated rookie, a different type of Mark McGwire, and it's in excellent shape, if you guys can see that. It's in really nice shape. Rick Sutcliffe, tops traded, 82. And then here's another of the older cards, a 77, Gary Nolan. A nice Dave Justice, Jose Canseco, and unfortunately this had the little ding here. So this is Williams Astudillo rookie card, pink refractor. Guys, thank you so much for stopping in today. I'm so glad that we could go ahead and do this. And let me see who we're going to feature, because I've got to put everything back in the same boxes, because eventually I've got to go through all these cards. I don't know, that Dave Justice looks pretty cool. We're going to have him the top of the box. So, again, here's the 21 October 2019, so that way you guys see that. And, oh, we knocked down Dustin May again. Oh, man. I want to go fishing again, but I'm just, believe it or not, I'm still a little whooped from yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We caught quite a few of them that were 14 to 18 and a quarter. And a bunch of small ones. It was just pure fun to have. I think I might want to change. I know I keep talking about changing that backdrop, but it's an eventuality. And then we still have this box left. That beautiful Trammell refractor, Mojo refractor. We can do that in another video. I'm thinking this one's going to be the one that's going to have something sweet in there. I don't know, just something. There already is when you look at the front, but that'd be cool if we could also pull something else out of here. I don't think there's any relics in here. I don't see any thick cards. Might have a thick card down here somewhere, it looks like, but it's all good, guys. Hey, you know what? In these times, we want to spend time with our friends, our loved ones. Let them know that we care about them. My wife needed to go for a walk, so I took her to where she could go walk in peace and quiet with one of our close friends. They've been doing this for a very long time. And so we've just got to be good. The three of us, my son, my wife, and I hung out last night. We played Rummy Cube. Or it says Rummy Cube, but there's no U-E at the end, so it's like Rummy Cub. I think that's how it should be pronounced, but hey, I didn't create the game. And everybody could be just calling it wrong because there ain't no cubes. Now, a cub, in a sense, is like a cubby, if y'all didn't know the definition, like a cubby, C-U-B-B-Y. It's like a place that you hold something or put something. And I think that's why it should be Rummy Cub, because it's K-U-B. And there's things for holders for the discs for the game. And it's really cool. It's a thinking game. It gets your mind going, and it keeps it a little bit more sharp because of the way that the game plays. So it's a really cool game. So yeah, we spent a couple, spent some time playing a couple of games, and then all just went ahead and crashed for the night. And then today, still played a little catch-up sleep from yesterday's fishing fun. I'll probably end up going. I almost, and it's like 95 again. I'm almost wanting to go. And if I go, it's just going to be for a short while, but I'll probably wait wait a little bit longer, and then maybe go. That said, guys, treat people with respect and dignity. You know, it's so important, even more than ever, to do that now, have patience with everyone. Enjoy the day, the evening, the morning, the afternoon, and the sunshine, the rainy weather. Enjoy every moment you can with your family and your friends. Wax is out.